You're watching these videos, so you have an interest in AI. You're watching my videos, maybe other people's videos, you may be reading blog posts, but are you experimenting with AI? How often are you using it? If the answer is not that frequently, I have some help for you. Now, you may have some issues that are holding you back. You don't have enough time, you don't have enough energy after work, you're pretty tired, you don't know where to start. Look, these things may be true. I don't know what your schedule is, but they don't have to hold you back. Now, I'm sure you've used AI at least for asking some questions. You've gotten some good results back. It seems pretty cool. Maybe you did a few other things as well, played with things like Notebook LM. But there is so much more it can do. Like what? Well, a good place to start is by looking at what problems you currently have. What are the things that frustrate you or worry you in everyday life? And how might AI help? The great thing here is that all you need to do is the first part. Figure out what's frustrating, what's scary, what's upsetting, what do you wish you could delegate? And then have AI tell you how it can help. You can use a simple prompt like, "You are skilled at helping people solve their problems using AI. Ask me something I find stressful or upsetting at work or at home, then suggest ways I could use AI to be at ease." Then have an interactive conversation. You'll be amazed at what it says it can do to make your life better. What else? Well, this video series, right? I am showing you how I use AI to solve problems in my life. This may give you ideas that you hadn't considered. The other day, for example, I showed a video on how I have information on the spoken word CDs, and I want to get it off the CDs because there really aren't CD players anymore. And I showed how I used AI to do that, to create summaries. It's searchable. It's great. It solves my problem, which may not be your problem, but at least you've seen some approach, something that someone has done, and even if it's not your problem, it may give you ideas for similar related problems that you could use AI for. Now, you certainly aren't alone. You're not the only person who sometimes has some trouble thinking about what AI could do. This is all the way at the top. In fact, I watched an interview where Jim Cramer interviewed Jensen Huang, who is the CEO of NVIDIA. And Cramer asked him, look, if AI is so amazing, why are these CEOs of these big companies using it to lay people off? Couldn't they be using it to develop new products or services or new strategies? And Huang said, yeah, absolutely. The problem is a lack of imagination. People just can't think of new things to use AI for. They've got to show some value for AI, so they end up doing the same things they always have, but with fewer people. So I hope I've given you some ideas on how you can come up with ideas on how to use AI. Now, here's another factor to keep in mind. AI can do amazing things, but you do need to develop a skill of using AI to get good results. Don't believe the hype that AI is some sort of magic tool that absolves you an effort. There is a skill here. And developing skill, of course, requires effort and time. Now, like any skill, your first efforts aren't going to be great. I mean, think about skills you've developed in the past. Maybe you've learned to use some piece of software or playing the piano or karate. When you first started, you were pretty bad, right? Okay, well, the same thing's going to happen here with AI, but that's fine. How you get better is you just keep practicing. Let's take these videos, for example. This is the 9th video that I've done. It's an improvement over videos 1 and 2, but it's still kind of crude in a lot of ways. Now, I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm not terribly worried about the production value or whether there's ums and ahs. I suspect in a couple of months, I'll look back at these videos and maybe I'll cringe a little bit, but I think overall I'm going to be pretty proud of how I've improved after learning the skill of creating good videos. So try things, and look, if they don't come out well, don't come out how you imagine, just laugh about it. Unlike these videos, nobody's going to see your failed mistakes. Keep developing, keep getting your reps in, and you will get better and better. And you know, once you get comfortable, not only will you be using AI to do things you never thought possible, you can then turn around and help others in your life, your friends, your families, your coworkers. So the bottom line is, don't feel you're so far behind that you need to get a string of successes ASAP. If you're trying new things every day or every other day, you are already ahead of almost everyone. Use these videos to give you ideas on things you could try. And use that prompt. Have AI interview you things that are really bugging you in your life and how AI might actually help with that. Now, what about time? Look, if you just spend 5-10 minutes every day, every other day doing something, that's success. Don't worry about whether the results are what you'd like or what you want to brag to people about. Just doing it, just getting your reps in is success. Mark it down on a habit tracker, right? Give yourself credit for it. So I hope this has given you some ideas to get in action if you haven't been using it regularly. This can be a lot of fun. Just experiment. Thank you for watching these videos. There's plenty more coming. Hope this has been worth your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.